Hey everybody, Axe Bigley here doing a little car blog. Terrible lighting, I apologize. It's 11:13 at night and this is the best I could do with this car. I just got off work, which is why my forehead's glistening. But I wanted to speak about something that had recently happened where I work. One of my co-workers got promoted to be a manager. You know, sort of like a junior manager, if you will, but he's a manager. And I don't know how many times, you know, this might happen to some of you where, you know, one of your coworkers gets promoted within the store. I know sometimes they usually just transfer them out, whatever. But he got promoted within the store, which is, you know, it's fine. And, you know, and I was thinking about it myself. I'm like, you know, well, what if they would have asked me? And then part of me is like, well, I don't know if I'm ready for it, blah, blah, blah. You know, I could stand there and I can be a jerk and I could say, well, this guy doesn't deserve it or whatever. I can nitpick and stuff like that. But I think what's more important is to help him. To help him be a manager, to be the best employee that I can be and help him out. And that's something that I think that most people don't initially want to do. More than likely, people are just kind of be bitter. Oh, I got passed up, or you know, this guy's not deserving, or whatever. I mean, obviously, you know, people who outrank me and him both thought he was going to be good at it, and he did a lot of things better than I did in the store. So, you know, I'll give credit where credit is due. So, because something happened today where it was another guy who's a new guy. You know, this time of year, a lot of new people. He was asking the new guy if he knew where an item was, and I'm like, just show him where it is, you know. And I went up and I apologized to him after the fact because I didn't want to be disrespectful to him in front of the new people, because who knows if these people are going to stay around, and then like I'm going to look more dominant, and I don't want to take away respect that should be towards him and the authority that is due him because of the position he now has. So now I went up to him. I said, I want to preemptively apologize because, you know, I got to get used to this. This is a learning curve, you know, that kind of a thing. I'm going to strive not to do that again. And he's like, I know you mean well, you know. So and tonight was kind of like the first night he had to kind of close. So it was kind of daunting, and he was like, I could tell he was getting kind of stressed by it, and you know, rightfully so. But at the same time, I kind of told him, you know, just, you know, relax. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer otherwise. And we have a visit tomorrow, so. But I basically, you know, I want to basically make, and I kind of told him, so I want to make it as easy as possible for him. And honestly, I think that's what we should strive for, because we got to put ourselves in that position. If I were to have been the one promoted, I wouldn't want people to give me crap. I wouldn't want people to treat me the same way they did before. Joking around and stuff like that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But it's in doing that where you can kind of undermine their authority, and that's something that's kind of dangerous. So yeah, basically, I kind of, you know, I was like, I just want to be the best employee I can be, to be able to make his job easier, because he's new at this. So the easier I can make it on him, the better I know that he's going to be basically as a manager. Because if I give him a hard time, then he's going to be, if I'm difficult with him, he's going to be difficult with me. Just like any manager, you be difficult with them, or, you know, you act difficult with them, they're going to act difficult with you, and they're going to try to get you to do what you need to do. So, you know, and I just wanted to share that because I think that most people don't have the mentality that most people are going to be like, you know, oh, well, that's just so-and-so, you know, we used to just, you know, run the front end and, you know, run the front register or whatever, and that's it. But, you know, if you ever face this kind of situation, I would strongly suggest just, you know, give the person respect that is due to them because of their new position. And it's something that I know it kind of goes against nature. And it kind of goes against our selfish pride, if you will. But I'm trying to make a conscious choice to make that man's job that much more easier. The less he has to fight with me and my stubborn stupidity, or me joking around and making him look like less of a man or something like that. Just anything where, in the customer's eyes or even coworkers' eyes. Whether or not it's my intention or not, joking around is one thing, like I said, but just, digging at each other and making fun, that can go too far. And I don't want to do that. I want to respect him enough not to do that. And here's the thing. He's somebody who I've had battles with respecting as a coworker. Honestly, because of his personality. But we're all different. We're all going to have, we're all have different personalities. We're all going to clash at some point or another. So, it's just life. We all can't get along 100% perfectly. So you can either choose to get along perfectly or try to get along as perfectly as possible, live peaceably, among, your fellow human beings, or act like a jerk. Honestly, I've been a jerk too long to people in general. Some people deserve it, but that's another story for another time. But so my suggestion to you is just, if you find yourself in a situation, be respectful. Have respect for the person. Teach yourself to respect them with their new position, because it's not easy on somebody who's just becoming a manager. And honestly, somebody's managerial personality, okay, let me put that term out. Someone's managerial personality is formed by the experiences they have when they first become a manager, and that will carry with them throughout the entire time that they're a manager. And that can be good, it can be bad. It just depends on what the employees want to make of it. And that's something that, believe me, I'm one who, I hate the whole corporate, stuff, and, how they make a lot of intelligent decisions, but at the same time, I don't want to have disrespect for my immediate management, because they're trying to do their job, and their job is to make sure I'm doing my job. So if I'm doing my job, their job is going to be easier. And I don't need to fight them, and I don't need to give them grief. So, so that's my encouragement to anybody who sees this. Hopefully that that's already part of your work ethic and mentality. And if it isn't, I hope that you strive for it, because you know what? That's just going to make, all that's going to do is make you look good. It's going to make you look good. It's going to make them look good. It's a win-win situation for everybody. Nobody loses in that. So if it's somebody that you have had probably a worse relationship than I've had with this, my coworker, then you know what? Kill with kindness, because in doing so, it's gonna look good on you, because they might turn around and try to use their power against you or whatever, but at the same time, you have to be, it's your job to be obedient and to do what they tell you to do, and the quicker that you're willing to do that, the better. And all that's going to do is give you the opportunity. So management sees you, hey, this guy's jumping when this guy says jump. So yeah, nothing but good can come from it. Even though I can tell you right now, it fights against nature, and if it fights against what you want to do, or what you're used to doing, that's more important. What you've kind of already trained yourself to do, and being friends with somebody or coworkers and whatnot, it can be difficult, but it can be done. So I just want to be, have a little bit of encouragement to those of you out there in YouTube land, if a situation arises. So thank you very much for watching and listening to me ramble for almost 10 minutes here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.